All right, got another dozen or so agate nodules to get on the saw, cut open, and see what's inside. Again, these are from just outside of Phoenix, Arizona, in the Gila Bend Mountain Range area, aka 4th of July Butte, chimney beds. Let's get these on the saw, get them cut open, and see what we got inside. All right, I'll be right back. All right, back from the saw, and I got the first stone. It's hollow and pretty much full of dirt, calcite crystals, and it kind of popped, broke. But it had some really cool plume or moss in it on that bottom edge. But too weak to do anything with, really. All right, next up. So I was hoping this was going to be a banded agate based off of that little window and the skin. But unfortunately, the agate just kind of ran along the edge. Didn't go too deep. It's kind of a cotton candy looking inside. Not that interesting, but cool yard art. All right. Oops, next up, had this weird seam agate. Let's see what this one looked like on the inside. All right, well, it had some faint banding, but a lot of fractures. So probably just throw that in the yard. All right. Next up. Wasn't sure what was going to be in this one. And it's different. It's got some stuff in it. Huh. Not sure about this one. A lot of white and some quartz. Then you got this kind of a bluish grayish agate, kind of like around tubes or something maybe. Not much on this side. I don't know. Maybe I'll throw it in the tumbler. All right. Next up. So this one, I thought it could be a geode, but it doesn't look like it goes that deep. Interesting skin. So I cut it kind of down a ways just to see what was in it, hoping to miss that pocket, geode pocket. All right, well, missed the geode pocket. Looks like it's got a little bit of banding, and then unfortunately the mossy area or tube area, it's got some pitting in it. All right, well, it's cool looking. Might look nice in the tumbler. All right. Next up, so I got another one where it looked like it might have some tubes in it. So we kind of cut it where the biggest face was. Let's see what we ended up with. All right, it did have some tubes in it. Interesting. Got some pitting in there, unfortunately, in a couple spots, but other than that, it looks pretty solid. That's pretty cool looking. Looks like plant life at the bottom of the ocean or something. All right, pretty cool looking. Not sure what I'll do with that one. All right. Next up, and another Nodule that looked like it had some banding in it, but might have some fractures. Just kind of cut it down the middle to see. Yeah, it definitely has some fractures. They do appear to be healed. Banding's pretty cool looking with those healed fractures. Huh. I don't know, maybe a tumbler on that one. All right. Next up, another one with a little bit of a face. Let's see what we ended up with here. All right, some pretty cool banded agate. Nice pattern, nice color. Does have some healed fracturing along the bottom. But I love the pattern. It's translucent. No fractures in the top part of the pattern. It's pretty cool. Get a face polish on that. All right. Next up, this one looked like it had a lot of surface fractures. Hopefully it doesn't go into it. We'll see. Boom. All right. It does have a little bit of fracturing. Not much. I don't see any on this side, just a little piece right there. Maybe that's just from the fall. No, that's definitely a fracture. Right on the edge. Doesn't go real deep. But pretty cool looking pattern. Probably just a face polish on that guy. Very nice. All right. Next up, it's a pretty cool looking little nodule. Let's see what we ended up with. All right, cool pattern. It does have a fracture that goes into the stone. But I love the color and the banding. All the little orbs. This side's even nicer. Might have a hint of purple in it. Yeah, it looks like it's got some purple in there. All right, with that fracture, probably just a face polish, but it's a really cool looking stone. All right, I got two left. All right, so this one had a fracture on the surface anyways. So I wanted to cut outside of that fracture, make sure it wasn't in the pattern if there was any. Looks like it's gonna be banded agate. Let's see what we ended up with. Oh, nice. It's a really good pattern. But yeah, I can see the fracture underneath of it. But I got a full pattern with no fracture showing on both sides. Beautiful. That is really nice stone. Very cool. All right, last stone. So this one had a bunch of broken windows on it. Agate all over the place, a little bit of banding. Let's see what we had on the inside. Oh, there you go. Got a little bit of moss or plume and a really cool banded pattern. Pretty solid, I don't see any fractures. Nice color. Look at that moss. Looks pretty solid. Very cool. Probably do a face polish on this one. All right, that's it for today's video. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye.